Alright, y'all. So, finally doing it. Finally got a new phone. Upgraded from an A14 Samsung to a A52. Had to learn a whole lot about that shit. But anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, done some things to it. Basically, real quick, I feel like this is a proper time to do it. Probably you want a more detailed, better view video later on or something, but I give it to you now because I was going to do it. But basically, in so many words, this is a FANDOM helmet. This is what I consider a FANDOM helmet. Real NFL football FANDOM helmet. Now, the first things first. You cannot have a FANDOM helmet and you didn't do something to it. Like, if you just go to Pro Image, buy a helmet, definitely too. Shout out to Pro Image. It should be in like every mall, but Pro Image is where I originally got this football helmet. So if you actually look it up, or you actually go to your local Pro Image in your mall, you'll see the wall of football helmets. Now here's the thing. This is why I call this a FANDOM helmet, because I had to get creative to do this, to make this helmet. It wasn't like I just simply I mean, like, I would consider being, I would say, the patriarch, because I'm the first person I feel like doing this. You would say if a person went and bought an authentic helmet, the ones with the original padding in it, or just the padding that's actually in there, you can slide it on, then that's cool. That you can, I would consider that still a FANDOM helmet, depending on how real that person got with the things that they put on the helmet. But the first thing first that makes a FANDOM helmet is this inside padding, and you probably can't get a good view of it. Of course, it's pretty deep, so the shadowing is gonna be crazy. But if you can tell, if you can see this right here, this is a padding. This is all a padding. This is a padding from a rugby helmet and or cornerback or wide receiver practice helmet. You can find these in Dick's. I want to say, honestly, I'm not even going to sit there and say you can find it in any sports spot or whatever. But for where I live at, in our mall, you can go into Dick's, which is right there on the second level. You know what I mean? So, and they have these available. They'll run you like 25, 30 bucks, something like that. But the thing is, what you do is you take Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue has a particular glue that's good for plastic and fabric adhesing. You put it, what I did was I put it on the padding and slid it in. What I'm seeing now, which would have been a better thing for anyone that's going to do this after me, is to take the glue and put it on the plastic first, put it inside first. Then take the helmet, slide it in, and hold it in place. That way, now you've made a completely unwearable helmet wearable. I will say though, definitely be aware of your head size. I'm gonna try to get a particular size of these. I think these come, the helmets come like either medium or large. I'm not sure. Adult size though. But I think they fit most people, especially after you get the cornerback and wide receiver practice helmet in, because it's a lot more slimmer. It's just a little slimmer than the actual padding that would be in here. So let's say the actual padding was in here and this was like a medium, this would be so tight on my head. So now that we got that out the way, the padding part, that's what makes this really the creative part. It's all the other things. Now I'm not going to tell you where to look, because that was part of the actual fun of this whole thing of creating this helmet for myself, was finding the places to go to get the things that I was looking for. So check it out. First, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's a FANDOM helmet, so what? I want to be on the field with my boys, you know what I'm saying? Feel like I'm on the field with my boys when they playing. So, I got me a little mouth guard, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep it, you know what I mean? Try to keep it right, you know, God first, you know what I'm saying? And again, you get these anyway. But they even found a custom spot for these that make the helmet even better. Because the whole idea actually is for me to create a collection, a large collection. But out of that large collection, on a time period, like on a periodic timetable, I actually put them off for sale. So, like, you know what I mean, a big fan of that team sees it, you know what I mean, they can make a bid, or they can, you know, do something like that, because it's going to be like an auction thing. But things like that kind of up the value. Same thing with the face mask. Now, I will show you, I'll make, this is supposed to be a real quick one, but I'll make a more detailed video later on, I guess, about the face mask. But face mask, a lot of this information, the face clips and stuff like that, I actually have face clips that have the face clip bumpers for the team. So I actually have one that they have a pair. They have the Ravens decal on it. It's pretty cool too. I don't have them on right now. I like to take things off and on of them every now and again. We're in the off season now, so you know, it's not game time, you know what I mean? So I threw on, as you can see, a nice little purple visor, you know what I'm saying? You can see behind that the Riddell chin mask, wow, chin strap, stuff like that. I mean, to a point, I try to tell people I do this like how some people take trading cards, you know what I'm saying? Because there are no nuclear targets. Like some people do trading cards, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really about how, like, the little things you do to it that make it your own, that somebody else be like, yo, that's fire, bro. So, like I say, you got that. Just above that, if you can see it as a differential, I think you can. This camera on this phone definitely does show detail way better than the last one. But you can see that's 3D. It's a 3D bumper. Got that one. Then we got the 3D bumper for the back, so you can see how that looks. I showed my nephew, and he freaking, like, he ain't go crazy, but he was like, yo, this is fire. Like, he wanted to put it on and everything. As you can see, I found stickers. That's a sticker. That's not a decal. That's actually a sticker. So if I wanted to, I could take that off, put another one on, put it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I can really get creative, but I got that sticker on there. I'm gonna keep that there. I got the, you know, American joint decal. This is actual decal. Shout out to Green Gridiron for all the information I picked up from them. I'm watching them do the football helmets and stuff like that, and throughout their video collection, they do have where they're doing just replica helmets. And I saw how the dude was going ahead, like both of them actually, I forgot their names, but he was doing like everything on it, man, like everything. And I was like, yo, like, I could do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, can I? And then I started trying stuff like the hardware on the helmet, the black pieces, these little black pieces here, stuff like that. These clips. What I did was, because I like the visual of it, I actually took the clip that was up here and put it down here, doubled up on it, so to give it that like little, like, I'm not a rock star and that like that, but that kind of like, you know, grungy, closer to Full Metal feel, you know what I mean? Like when you put it on, it looks like I'm ready to go to war, you know what I mean? They're not spikes, but it just gives you that silver look. Actually, these were some sentimental put on. These were my father's bus clips. He gets these like every year for like safety and stuff. And he's getting a bit older, you know what I mean? But I always want to do something that like sometimes always reflects my dad in it. So, because we didn't grow up the closest. So what I did was, because last year is when I bought this helmet, I actually talked to him and see if he can find the clips on there that had the, I don't know if that's gonna see it. You see the 20, and then on the other side you see the 23, representing 2023, the year I bought it. What else? Now I want to say, I really want to get into this because I feel like this is what really makes doing this like a fun thing. I'm really hoping a lot of parents get their, like, they show this video to their kids, and, or, you know what I mean, especially the sons and daughters that are into football and stuff like that, and you know they got football, like they have a football helmet that they may use or something, like they play a sport. But even if they don't play the sport and they just want to like be able to put on a helmet, you know what I mean? You guys go out in the football, you guys go out in the front yard, backyard, throw the football around, something like that. Before I die, before I pass away, you know what I mean? I would love to see this become something. Like, you know, football season comes in and people are watching the draft to see who's getting drafted where, and then, you know, who's being traded in preseason. I'm seeing people, you know, coming out with, yo, bought my such and such helmet, you know what I mean? About to do some, you know, customizations. Honestly, it will really give me joy. Honestly, I see so many things become a trend that I feel like are senseless in the internet. You know what I mean? I'm a millennial, or a bridge millennial. I come from a time where this type of level of communication between people was like, nah. Like, you know what I mean? Especially by phone or something like that. Like, it wasn't like that. So, I feel like if I can kind of show my passion or love to be creative like this, and realize like I'm seeing no other people really do it like this, to basically just be the one to be like, all right, listen, check this out, and hopefully it catches fire. Not for, I don't want anything but the visual of seeing people like, yo, I just bought my such and such helmet. Yo, honestly, I really would get that excited, because it's just like, when I started doing this, you're talking to somebody that came up in all through school. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna front, dropped out of high school, never went to college. But when I went to junior high and I was in high school, I wanted to play football. I tried out for the modified, and it did not work. But I still liked football. I still love football. I still wanted to play, but I knew professional wouldn't happen. So other than that, I didn't think I'd be able to ever have a football helmet or anything like that. I mean, how are you gonna get a football helmet? You know what I mean, if you don't play? And then on top of that, to be able to do any of the things that I actually were able to do to my football helmet, to just make it that much more special for me. Ooh, I don't know what I just did. I just waved this thing up. I don't know what I just did, but nah, I had some fingerprints on the string. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know I be trying to be on my rawness and real shit, keep it to the situation, but I don't know what I wiped on this thing real quick. Trying to hurry up and get it off. I'm sorry. Alright, but as I'm doing this though, I'll probably severely scratch this thing. I'll figure it out. But anyway, so it was kind of entertaining, man. So, I was pretty proud of myself, and I only thought about it like, what if I was younger and found out I can just go to the Pro Image, buy a helmet every, like, whatever month, you know what I mean, do it up, you know what I mean, just put my little, you know what I mean, my little thing to it, and just have it for a collection, just collect them, you know what I mean. I definitely believe I would have had all 32 teams by now, including AFC and NFC helmets, so that would have made it 34. You know what I mean? And any other special ones that would have had. So it probably would have been around 40, 45. And I'm being dead serious too. But when I started finding out that I could do stuff like this, like as you can see, I'm gonna explain it. This big one in the middle, of course. I knew when I first got the helmet that I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm the NFL helmet. Like, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not trying to get in trouble with these cats or nothing either. So, I wanted to do something that definitely was different. So I found a car decal, and it had the perfect size for, the area I was trying to cover. So I used my wife's, hair dryer just to soften it up. And from the middle, like, kind of like, just like, you know, applied it. And I got that. You know what I mean? Now, I'm sure I get a little closer, you'll see the little imperfections, of course, you know, but those imperfections are my uniqueness. I'll take it. I got the 37. I found these numbers. I will give you that. Where I found the numbers, how can I say this? You can find, of course, everything on here you can find. You're going to find the full plate numbers. Like, it's going to come with 1 through 9 with the 0 included. So it's not just going to be like you're going to find the 3 and the 7. It's going to be the whole thing, like all the numbers. So I found one. That was my team's number. That's another thing. Each team has its own number. No team shares like the same kind of like number decalish thing. So, but if you look hard enough, which is not too hard, you will find where you can find it, or them. This is one that I'm really happy about, the Inspire Change. Every year watching the NFL, you see the decals on the back of the helmets. It's always like some type of NFL campaign type of decal. And I didn't think I was going to get this. I didn't think I was going to find it, honestly. For where I do get my football decals, or the guy that I get my football decals from, I should say, the earliest stages of me putting this helmet together, these weren't available. Then, boom, mid-season, I looked again, and they were there. So I took the advantage of grabbing them when I could. So I got one. I only bought one, though, so I should have bought at least 2 to have an extra one. These are exciting, too. These 2 here. You have the first one that I actually bought, which was before this one. The Inspire Change one was this one. This one actually was the first piece decal that I actually bought, that I had to learn what it was first before I actually felt good of putting it on the helmet. This sticker particularly is put on the particular person that is quote unquote mic'd up for the game. Now, quarterbacks are pretty much always mic'd up. They're always gonna have the mic because they have the radio. So you'll always see this on their helmet. Where on defense, you'll see it's going to be the captain on the defense. Most of the time, what you might say, like 100% of the time, is your middle linebacker. He's getting the set plays just like the quarterback would. So when I seen it, I was like, yo, that's pretty fire. Like, since I'm watching the game, I would like to feel like I'm in the game. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I actually bought this. So I kind of mess with my friends sometimes, or my wife really, when I'm watching the game. And I'm like yelling at the screen. She'll be like, you know they can't hear you, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? I got a radio on my helmet. So just for the hell of it, just funny. I got if you can see just above that, I got the good old John Madden Thanksgiving decal. Now, granted, my team did not play on Thanksgiving. I got a lot of love for John Madden, man. Granted, I ain't never met the man. Never would, you know what I mean? He never coached me or nothing. But you see the love that he had throughout the whole league. So, like players he ain't even coach, let alone even probably even talk to, got major love for that dude. So I felt like it was just proper to make sure I put him on all of my helmets, no matter what. This decal, if not, this decal is gonna be a decal, some type of John Madden that I put on the helmets. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's the epitome. He is a cornerstone of football. You know what I mean? He is a forefather of football, as far as I'm concerned. Oh wow, the sunlight. Anyway, and then I'll get into the last one. Seems like, really, this is one that I really was happy I found. Yeah, y'all know what that is. Ah ha ha. Yeah. That's the Walter Payton Award decal. Yes. Not easy to get. Rare as F. I got 2 of them. So these are going to only go on my my most favorite helmets, my favorite active team helmets right now. And Ravens are always going to be an active team for me. So, but when I got this decal, that's when I started to really think of like the rarity of the decals that I can find and put on the helmet. There were other decals that honestly only belong to other teams, so it would have been very stupid to put like there's a tribute. That's what they're called. I just gave you that tribute decals. So you know, you can go to your favorite website, you know, shopping website, and type in tribute decals, and you will find that will be the start of your Easter egg findings. But that's pretty much it when it comes to this helmet. I mean, like, you have other, like, the little things that I did. You probably can't see it now because of the sunlight. Oh, there it goes. I caught the light really good. I cut the ends of mine So there's another thing that my team does, is a lot of teams do, is they take a screw. You'll see this actually on Green Gridiron. They'll take a screw and they'll screw it into the helmet, and you know what I mean, that way it doesn't move, and they cut it off like that. They cut it off like the top of that right there. So yeah, man, that's basically the explanation of my helmet. Yeah, I got the whole craziness right now. My braids is looking buckwheat right now. That's why y'all normally see me with this, or especially throughout the season, because like I'm always watching Good Morning Football. Shout out to Good Morning Football. You know what I'm saying? That was the great way of waking up, you know what I'm saying, during the season. But so right there, that's the introduction, or the actual video of my custom football helmet, my custom FANDOM football helmet. So I'm hoping this is a very raunchy video. This was a very how can I put it, unexpected to drop video. I thought I'd actually be in more of a professional setting, but at the end of the day though, I got one of the rawest channels out here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find a channel more raw than mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna be on their couch doing this? You know what I mean? That's why I like the internet now. You know what I mean? I'm stepping away from the try to, you know what I mean? I'm looking at everybody doing stuff, and I'm honestly just trying to implement my own little bit of what I feel should be out here on the internet. And I think that's things for not just adults to get into, but kids to get into. So furthermore, going forward, this channel, because the football season is eventually over and we're in the off season now, which is cool and great, there's a lot of real world crap going on that I would like to have. I have some things to say on. So and I have a kid, so it's going to be about parenting. It's going to be about a bunch of stuff, you know, friendships, relationship stuff, you know, just regular stuff, I guess, you know what I mean, if you put it that way. Current events, things that we hear about. But the major thing, though, this channel is definitely going to be about is my football helmet collection, football helmet upgrades, you know, little pieces that I buy that I want to show you guys and let you guys see, like, you know, how much different things can get. I don't want to miss anything right now, because like I said, I really want to shout out the channels that I feel like everybody should really be digging down into, man. Entertaining to watch, information like a mug, man. You learn so much stuff about football helmets, man. Like even the molds, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping what happens is eventually what can happen is maybe somebody from the NFL marketing team or something can get a hold of me, and somehow we can like talk about how literally, for what I know and what I do with this, actually make this a thing to where like younger kids that want to get into they're into the NFL. I mean, this goes from ages, I mean, they can fixate certain sizes to where you can take away doing it a certain way. You could do it like this. And I mean, like, for the padding and everything like that, I mean, you can really get it to where like kids all the way up to old adults, man, are like, you know, buying new helmets, you know, creating collections, you know what I mean, their team or their conference, division, you know, anything like that. Like, that's actually what I'm going to start with. I had a couple projects that I wanted to do to like give the helmet to somebody. But I'm going to start with my division. You know what I mean? I'm going to start with the Ravens division, or whatever the case is. So that's why I did this video, man. I'm hoping some parents will see this video and go, dang, FANDOM helmet, never heard of that before. And we go, you know what? I'm sure Steve will love that, or James will love that, or, you know, Kayvon will love that, or Devin would love something like this. And they buy the helmet, you know what I mean, show their kid this video, you know what I mean, and let them know, like, look, this is a lot of things that you can do with this, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be all bad either. I mean, you can, I feel like, to be honest, my first video should be putting together a helmet to sell it, to see what happens, to see if, like, that's actually something that can be done, to where it's like, in my collection, I've created a helmet to where a fan that's like diehard fan, like, yo, that's freaking fire, bro. Like, I don't even want to put one together myself. I want that one. You know, let them buy it. But it's definitely something that kids can get into, man. I really just want these kids to be able to grab on to something that I feel is tangible and something that gets them working with their hands. You know what I mean? I come from, like I said, I come from a time where we had Pokemon cards and things of that nature that it didn't keep our hands busy, but it kept our minds busy. Where something like this, especially in the time of now, you know, girls are all over football. You know, guys, we've been on football, so to add in the whole girl demographic so potently, and it's something like this, like I can only imagine a girl's version of this helmet probably would have thrown in a little bit of pink, you know what I mean, or if like it was purple here, the hardware could have been purple. You know, custom chin strap. I'm actually going to be bringing to you guys custom chin straps. I say custom chin strap. Custom mouth guards, but they have a place for custom chin straps, custom visors. Really kicks up the look of all these type of things. So honestly, I'm just hoping that somehow, some way, this video does catch fire somehow, and somebody can get this to someone and go, yo, listen, you know, what this kid is talking about, I really think in the time of now, we can get something like this going to where now when you walk, you go into these football arenas, even sitting at home and watching your team, you feel like you're in the game. I cannot tell y'all the difference I feel. I know this is sounding really stupid or really extreme, but be at the house and, you know, the game is going and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, offense gets on, and because I consider this my offensive. I wanted to say I would have been a running back. I'd have tried to have been a running back. So, you know, this is my offensive football Ravens helmet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to create a football defensive side later on. But basically on some type of time like that. You know what I mean? And I'm just watching them and stuff. Like, trust me, when we lost the AFC, man, like, I'm telling you, y'all should have, yo, I was so mad. But, like I said, I felt like I was in the game even more than what I normally feel because I felt like I had this on. You know what I mean? Even to a point of getting mad. Like, we off the field, you know what I'm saying? I pull my helmet off. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Then football, they kick it. It's a punt. All right, now we back on the field. All right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. I even play my NFL football game, my Madden 24 with my helmet on. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going through my season right now and stuff like that. I'm still doing it off of the Xbox One, so I don't got the new stuff. I just got I was back up for the Titans, but then my 5th year I got free agent, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm on the Ravens shit. So but yeah, so based off that storyline, I'm running with that as if like I already have a career. So my next football season is going to be my son. I'm always trying to base it off of somebody that's in my family. So my next football season, like my next football career that I'm going to get in is going to be my son's. You know what I mean? With that, that's where you guys are going to really see the different football helmets, because I might actually come to you guys. And my wife said that would actually be a fun thing to do, that to take that type of thing to YouTube and go, you know, listen, playing the game, guys, or do a couple videos, or you guys to see me playing the game and everything like that. And when we get to the off season or the contract is up, you guys get to help vote on, you know what I mean, what team we go to next. You know what I mean? Like, even if we freaking make it a couple videos conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to create a certain type of connection between the people who come to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we friends. Stop by, check on the dude, you know what I'm saying, see what's up, and I'm going to check out your channels to see the same thing, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to get this off. I just wanted to get this out the way. Like I said, I could have did it with better lighting, but like I said, I was sitting here on the couch and was bored. I'm like, yo, man, I really need to do that and get that out the way. So, like, whoever is maybe waiting for it could actually watch it and go, yo, this is what dude is doing. Like, and he did that from a pro image football helmet? Like, because what got me first was it was $500, bro. No less. I think the lowest helmet I found was $400. And it was my team helmet. It was my team's helmet. And it had the padding on the inside of it already. So you didn't have to do the padding thing I did. But it was $400 cash, man. And I mean, like, you had the regular, you know, face mask. So it wasn't like really cool looking. It was just the shininess, my team, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the base you get. The chin strap is the white, back in the old school chin strap. So it was just like, dang, you know what I mean? Am I really gonna, like, damn, mind you, that's not, that wasn't even the flex. When I looked at the flexes, the speed flexes, they were 500, 450. I'm like, shit, man, that's just the base model. So what I did was I just said, you know what? Let me see what these is about. I just wanted something to just have, you know what I mean? To have with me. You know, when the team is playing, I just got it with me. But after I bought it and I tapped on the inside, and I'm like, dude, that's not, I thought that's like hard metal. That's like plastic. Then I seen the T-nuts. I'm like, oh, bought it, popped those, and we went to the courtyard, the eating, and I popped the plastic out. It was over after that. My mind started rolling. So after my mind started rolling, this is what we got to so many months after. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, I hope a lot of people see it, or enough people see it, and then enough people share this. You know what I mean? Recut it and throw it on the platforms or whatever the case is. I'm definitely gonna be coming on here with another helmet. I'm gonna try to keep up with it. You know what I mean? So y'all see new helmets, and I'm doing new content, showing y'all like I'm putting together new things. It's not always gonna be my favorite team. You know what I mean? Ravens. It is gonna sometimes switch up and be other teams. And the sunlight is getting finicky, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So for the flock, you know what I'm saying? For all my Raven loves out there, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get your game up, baby. Get your game up, baby. I need to see more helmets from us, yo. I need to see more helmets from us. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Everybody else, man. Shout out to y'all Lions. Y'all did y'all work this year, yo. Y'all did y'all work. Y'all did not play games. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City, we'll see y'all next year.